Obviously it's going to be dirty because it rained last night. But there you go, my Black Widow exhaust. Brand new 4-into-1 system that goes with it. Now I know some of these systems are blocking your sump, so it's hard to undo the undo the sump plug and drain the oil, but this one appears to be fine. I'll know when I do my next oil change, which should be next week. It was going to be last week, but it was raining. You're going the wrong way for the skeggy, mate. But yeah, not too bad at all. I'm very pleased with it. I've put on more spacers just there because my swing arm was hitting it just a little bit, so I added some spacers just to knock it out, and now it clears, well, a lot more than it should. It clears it, so I'm happy with it. Good afternoon, folks. I thought today I would give a little review on my Black Widow exhaust. Now, this is a 6-month review. I'm just telling you of the things that I've noticed over the time. Now, the actual exhaust itself is fantastic. Well worth the money having it. And I'm sure everybody that has one will say the same thing. However, I did have a couple of little niggly issues that you only find after you've had it for a while. The first one, my personal one, it actually the number 2, well, it's a 4-into-1, and the headers are 4 that go into 2 and then go into 1, all welded together. Now, trouble with mine was the pipes between number 1 and number 2 were slightly smaller than between number 3 and number 4, so it wasn't quite fitting correctly, and I had the supplied seals, and I put it in and it was leaking, and that's because it was not fitting in properly. You can say that's my fault, and it probably is, because I couldn't see properly to do it, because most of you know that I'm disabled and I can't move my neck to be able to see things, and you fit them yourself. But I went down to my friend's the other week and put some new seals in and sorted it out, and now it's fine and it sounds fantastic again, and it's not making any noises that it shouldn't. Secondly, and I think this is a design flaw, maybe they can have a look at it for other models, or maybe it's not an issue with other models, but the drain for the sump, you would think it clears it because you can see straight to it. However, what you can't do is put a socket on it. You can't put a socket on the drain nut for the oil, because it hits the pipes, and you really don't want to be taking off the pipe change the oil. So I ended up finding a appropriate socket on a 1/4 inch instead of 1/2 inch. No, it wasn't 1/4 inch, 3/8 instead of 1/2 inch socket drive, and it was shouldered, and it was very thin, very low profile is the word I'm looking for, and I had to have it low profile in order to be able to get past it, and it doesn't quite allow it because it still hits the exhaust, but it's enough that I can actually grab it and torque it up and undo it and everything. So apart from those two tiny little issues, everything has been fantastic with it, and as you can hear, it sounds brilliant. Now obviously you don't hear the sound properly on the camera, on the camera's microphone, because I don't know why it doesn't do it, but human ears always seem to be better. But what I do hope to do in the near future is go back through the tunnels in Birmingham, and then I can compare the two videos between the standard exhausts and this one. So, thanks for watching, ride safe, enjoy the new season for those of you who have only just got your bikes out the shed, and I'll catch you all next time. Ta-ra for now.